warehouse with 10 room long yielding the farm, and I'm tripping. I hope I ain't fuck up the harvest in one building. I got like 3 different apartments.
Alright guys, welcome back. As you can see, we got a special guest, Pops, and then we also got the Barbra Mason machine behind us. As people know, y'all also seen this car at World of Wheels. So I guess this video is just to introduce him and also introduce our SBR racing team and also give you some insights on the car.
How you doing, YouTube? William Showtime Scott, driver of Barbra Mason.
And yeah, guys, so pretty much I'm just going to give you some details, ins and outs, and let you know the setup and what we plan to run, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so for people who don't know, why don't you run down the setup of the car?
78 Malibu, run-of-the-mill LS. Got a mal cam, some head work, 88 millimeter turbo, FTI Power Glide. I think we got 389 rear gears. That's pretty much it, just a run-of-the-mill LS.
What about you running for rear suspension?
Rear suspension, we got AVCO all the way around, coilovers.
Okay. I guess you're run-of-the-mill stuff.
Yeah, it's just your basic, almost stock suspension car.
Far from stock, don't let him fool you. So I guess we will give you guys a little walk around of the car pretty much. Alright, as you guys can see, as he said, basic run-of-the-mill, quote unquote, 5.3, big 88 millimeter turbo. Get a shot of that guy right here. So pretty much, why don't you just walk us through what we got going up here?
Like I said, it's just a 5.3 LS, Bog & Warner 88, say mal cam, a little bit of head work, intercool.
What type of intercooler setup you run on it?
I'm not sure the brand intercooler, but I think it's like a 2.5 inch intercooler.
Okay.
We got the 14 volt battery system on here. Runs on E85, so we got the Bosch 210 injectors.
Mm-hmm.
You see, we got the RC comp wheels, aerospace component brakes all the way around.
Okay.
Show you the inside. Basic, we got the CO2, boost control, motion race work shifter, Harley EFI.
Okay.
Very simple. Keep it simple. We got factory power windows. You know, light work. You see, we're in.
What size radio you run in the rear?
It's 275 radials.
Okay.
And no, it's not frame notched. It's all stock. Show you the trunk compartment. Like I said, we got the 14 volt battery system. Magna Fuel 750 pump. Like I said, it's pretty basic, just to run of the mill.
All right, and also for the people who don't know, where did this car start from?
Where did this car start from? So it was originally a factory 4-speed Malibu. Had a 350. We got it. We put a rock crusher in it. Like I said, it was factory 4-speed. And it's, like I said, it was a bona fide street car. Had a 355 in it. And one of my partners needed a motor for his car. So we worked out a deal, gave him that motor. And then that's when we started looking into the LSs. Came across this one, way different when we got it from what it looks like now. And we swapped out, got the LS in there, but it was still in street car form. So like any car you build, you know, everything has to go together. So it's not always necessarily the horsepower you have, it's just how everything goes together. So we had a motor, I think it had what, a
78.
Had a 78 millimeter turbo, blow through fuel injection. So, we were just kind of figure out like what direction to turn, how to get everything to work. So after, a lot of research, calculating, so we figured out this would be the best setup, so changing over. So, here we are. So we started this probably 4 years ago. That was the last time it was a street car. We fired it up, drove it up the alleyway one time, came back, ripped it all apart, and then this is where the transition started. So, like I say, one thing that I learned, if you're building a car, make sure you have to figure out your purpose of your car. If you want to do drag and drive, if you're a bracket racer, or, everybody wants the best of all the worlds. Everyone wants 1,000 HP, but plan it out so you don't make a lot of mistakes, so you don't have to spend a lot of extra money, because we started this build and we didn't know where we were going. So that's why I say it took us 4 years, a lot of wasted money, But like I say, it's a lesson learned. That's the takeaway at the end of the day. So, like I say, just think about what you want and your end purpose. Like I say, we were always in a small tower, heads up racing. So, like I say, it was a street car, but we had to get a cage in it. Then once we started, realizing how much more power we were going to make, so then we just had to fully change it over. So that's how we ended up with 2 race cars, because it's supposed to be our street cruiser. Go get Chick-fil-A or something and just cruise around.
Well, maybe Chick-fil-A still might happen.
Yeah,
this one's a little bit better streetable than mine is.
Yeah, true.
But like he said, when we first got the car, we had no intentions of it being where it is today. I think how long have we had this car total?
I got this car, I think it was 2013.
2013. So yeah, it's been 8 years, something like that.
Yeah, maybe a little bit longer than that. Yeah, it's been around for a long time.
Get this form. Like I said, it's been in street car form. It was in street car form for a couple years, and then you just can't never leave anything alone. Next thing you know, you got a full blown drag car behind you. So
it's like everybody, going fast is addicting. You get the race bug. Like I say, everybody starts out on the street, and you go to the track, and the next thing you know, you just want to go faster and faster and faster. I think the last time we had a running car was we made a pass. Well, my first pass, I should say, was early 2000s. Was a Regal, of course, G-Body fan. I ran 13s, and this was in the early 2000s. Built my first 355, threw it together, never even put a timing gun on it. We hauled it up to the track, made my first hit. Like I said, it was like 13 something. And then after that, life happens, situations happen, so we took a little hiatus, but we came back, and we pretty much got both cars, ready to make a pass this year. So we'll definitely have footage of that, us making some passes in a little journey, because like I say, it's me and him. We live in a small town, city up here in PA. So it's trying to get a lot of help and different things. It's hard. It's more like you just got to figure it out yourself and just go from there. So like I say, anybody got any questions, I'm more than willing to share the knowledge and, share what I learned. Maybe I can learn from you,
Yeah, so don't be afraid to ask anything in the comments. I was telling people at the car trip, if you have questions, we'll answer them. A lot of people like to be secretive about what they run, what they have. And I see the point in it, but then at the same time, I really don't. Because if you know what it's in, I guess the real question is, can you outrun it?
Right, that's what I say. It's more than horsepower numbers. You could be 1,000 horsepower, he could be 600 horsepower, and you can lose to him.
Right.
It's all about the combination, like I say. And I learned from a lot of old school legendary racers. You know what I mean? So that's what it boils down to. Can you get down the track? How's your combination? You got the right gears. You got the right converter. So it's a little bit of science to it. It's just not horsepower numbers.
All right, so another thing as well is our race team, SBR, stands for Scott Brothers Racing, and that basically is which once was, there was 4 of us, now it's just a 2-man race team, but I guess just talk a little bit about SBR and where it started from, and more so, how did you get to racing, then therefore pass to me?
All right, well, we'll take it back a little bit. My dad, I grew up in the 70s, which was the muscle car era. So in my neighborhood, everybody had a muscle car, and everybody used to go to the drag strip on the weekends. They spent tons of time at the drag strip. So that's the era I grew up in. So my dad used to race, and I was still a baby. So my brother more or less went to the track, but I was more or less, a little bit around the cars as I got older. And it's just something I grasped. And like I say, my brother had took me to the track. Wow, man, over 20 plus years ago, and then we went one time, and then we was going faithfully testing tune. Like, I mean, we spent tons of time at the track. So like, came from my dad, you know, then my brother, and then it came to me. And then since he was 3 years old, I've been taking to the track, you know, faithfully. So I mean, this is what we grew up in. I mean, this is what we're into. So SBR Racing and Scott Brothers Racing, it was a dream that me, my brother, and my cousin had. Like I say, we've been going to track for over 20 years. And unfortunately, sadly, like my brother passed away last year. So like I say, it is a two-man show. My cousin, you know, this doesn't fit in his lifestyle anymore, which is understandable. You got to do what works for you and what's best for you and your family. So now it's just a two-man band, and this is where we at. So I mean, SBR, we're just, you know, fulfilling the dream out. You know, for those who ain't here, we're just keeping the wheels turning.
Yeah, absolutely. And racing legitly is a full-time job. So I mean, it's not going to be for everyone. You got to think countless hours of being in the garage, long nights, countless dollars. I mean, it's just not for everybody, but I mean, it's what we love to do. So I mean, we're going to stick with it.
Anything in life comes with a sacrifice. Consistency is the key. This car was not drivable in August. I took some time off from work in August, and I thrashed from August all the way up until, what was it, January for the car show. So I mean, it's just hard work, dedication. I mean, if you're true to it, stay true to it. What you put in is what you get out, and you see what I got out.
Right, absolutely. And obviously everybody knows my car is still a work in progress. That thing is just killing me. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said before, I mean, it's a commitment. Like he said, what you get in, I said what you put in is what you're going to get out of it. So, I mean, if you work hard, you spend the money. I mean, as you can see behind us, as everybody's seeing the second car now, I mean, it does reward. And you know what I mean? The reward pays off at the end for sure. Absolutely.
Like I say, his car, Casper machine, we're going to get that together too. Like I say, we're both going to make some passes coming up real soon. Like I say, his car's been in the family for 13 years. That was one of my last cars I bought, and it set for over 13 years. And luckily, you know, he had the position, you know, to put it together. And I mean, it was a learning experience for him. So like I say, anything I could help anybody with, any type of advice or, you know, questions, you know, I mean, because like I said, we've been through a lot. We're figuring out a lot. Like I said, I don't claim to be no pro, but, you know, we're just going as we go, so.
And for people, which everybody does not know this, I did not get the chance to run a junior dragster. It never just kind of like fell in the cards for me to ever get one or be able to obtain to run one. So this is my very first race car. And, you know, from really never driving anything fast to just jumping into a lightweight race car of mine, it's definitely going to be a learning curve. But, I mean, only thing you can do is just jump in and hope for the best. I mean, the car is definitely, it'll be put right together, which it is. Both of these cars are. Up-to-date safety equipment, that's number one key, definitely a safety. So, I mean, we're looking forward to seeing what happens within hopefully the next 2-3 months whenever race season starts back up. So,
absolutely, like I said, it's a journey, and we're gonna take you along with it. Like I said, hopefully we can inspire, motivate, you know, so everybody else can, you know, get their cars out and, you know, enjoy life and have fun. That's what it's about.
so that's pretty much just gonna wrap it up for today's video. More content definitely to come. Just to give you guys a little bit of insights, our cars will be switching spots. So his will be where mine is, and then mine is coming up here because I got a bunch of goodies coming in the mail from Trick Chassis. So stay tuned for that. More content coming on this old slug behind us. And anything you would like the viewers to say or know, sir?
I'd just like to say, of course, we had to fire it up. Just a bass tune on it. That's all. So nothing crazy. But like I say, more content to come. We call this up here the operating room. So that's where his car's gonna come, the operating room.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get it right with the new goodies.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, guys, I will see you guys on the next video.